Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is Monday, September the 20th, National Care for Kids Day, which we should do every day.
It really should be every day.
National Fried Rice Day. Our son loves fried rice.
Yes, he
National
does.
Pepperoni Pizza Day. I love pepperoni pizza.
Yes, you do.
National String Cheese Day. Our daughter loves
Yes,
string
she
cheese.
does.
And it's National Punch Day. Do you like punch?
I do like punch.
Well, there you go. Our whole
There you
family's
go.
covered. I think it's like drinking punch, not taking a punch.
Yes, I'm
that's a
pretty
whole different.
sure.
And it's a Movie Star Monday. My guest today, I'm so excited, John C. McGinley, known for comedic roles in shows like The Office Space. That was a movie. Also TV like Scrubs. And now he's on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Bunch of other great
This
stuff
man
as well.
is a legend.
He really is. He was one of the Bobs on Office Space.
Yeah.
I still can't get over that. That we watched not too long ago. It still holds up. Such a great
yeah, it
movie.
does. Great
and
movie.
I'm excited to chat with him about his new role on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That's coming up on this Movie Star Monday.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A new study from Binghamton University found that your mental health depends on your diet. Study claims that caffeine causes mental distress in young adults. The study also found that women benefit from eating breakfast daily, moderate exercise frequently, and keeping fast food to a minimum. Is there anything new that we just learned?
I think
from
not
any of
just
that?
women benefit from that. I think that's everybody, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
So mental distress from too much caffeine. So maybe steer clear of the caffeine drinks. What are those called? Energy drinks.
Energy
Steer
drinks.
clear of
Well,
those.
yeah, that's been a thing forever.
A new study
Yeah.
claims 45% of people suffer from sleep deprivation. The study found that recovering your memory after a lack of sleep takes a lot longer than people realize. So get a little more shut-eye. Got a link to both of those stories, by the way, in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
This is Your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. A Florida woman who had to be pulled from the cab of a fire engine that she tried to steal denied
geez.
being under the influence. She said, "I'm under the elixir of life." According to the police, they say this woman was acting erratically on the beach. Police and fire rescue workers discovered 39-year-old Kaylin Jo Kroll in distress. Kroll, who lived 2 blocks from the beach, said she needed CPR and other treatment. While being escorted to an ambulance, she began running back and forth. Due to no crime being committed at the point, they had no reason to chase her, the police said. But that's when she jumped into the truck, and they said, "Hey, she's stealing the truck."
Oh, geez.
That's when they opened the door to the unsecured fire engine, and she had gotten in the driver's seat. They pulled her out. They asked her what was going on. She said, "I'm sorry for trying to take the truck. I lost my marbles." He said, "Are you under the influence?" And she said, "No, I had just taken the elixir of life."
Yes.
So I don't know what that means exactly, but I'm pretty sure it was something. That's what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. The first trailer for the Netflix show Red Notice has arrived, teasing the streamer's explosive November blockbuster. Gal Gadot, Ryan Reynolds, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson are in the film. They follow Johnson's FBI agent, who is adept at tracking high-profile criminals. So
That sounds exciting.
yeah, it's gonna be huge. Ryan Reynolds, Gail Gadot,
It'll
and
be
Dwayne
huge
"The Rock"
just
Johnson.
because of the cast.
I mean, the three of them could literally just sit around and stare at each other for
they could
an
and
hour
do
and a half,
nothing,
and it would be a
people would
bestseller.
go. Yeah.
Actress Rose McGowan ripped Oprah in a new tweet stating that the media mogul is, quote, fake as they come, end quote.
Rose McGowan has
said that,
just gone based. She's
yeah,
really
saying
it's
what
interesting.
she feels like saying.
Yeah.
But there's a photo of her standing next to Harvey Weinstein. It was a photo of Oprah and Harvey Weinstein, and Rose McGowan is saying she's fake as they come. In a new interview, Naomi Campbell says she's sacrificing her soulmate for her career. She's not found a soulmate because she's been working so hard.
I thought she was dumping her soulmate for her career.
No.
I was going to say, that does not make you brave,
no,
sweet
it does
pea.
not. All right. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by channelsurfertv.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. I didn't know where else to put this, so I decided to just jam it in right here. How guys injure themselves.
Oh my gosh, your family, we could write a book with just you and your brothers.
My brother Jason is probably a little more accident prone than me.
I don't know. The other day you were outside just removing a window and you
got
came in,
blood all
I need
over
a
my
Band-Aid.
favorite
I'm like,
Crocs.
you need more than a Band-Aid. All over your favorite Crocs.
All right, here we go. How guys injure themselves. 35,450. That is the number of men who get injured every year cooking something. 32,445 men get injured every year using cleaners and cleaning equipment. 10,543 men injure themselves doing laundry. What? How do you do that? 78,878 have problem ironing clothes. So I thought that would have been in the laundry number.
A lot of this to me just seems like ways to get out of chores.
27,336 men get injured in the garden. 98,682 get injured using hand tools. I'm going to come back to this one. That's a big number there. 55,932 hurt by lawnmowers. 27,000 men every year injured using chainsaws while cleaning brush or cutting firewood. 12,000 injured around fireplaces and chimneys. And the last number on the list here, 126,065 men hurt every year falling off a ladder. So
and
keep that in mind.
One man unloading a dishwasher.
I did hurt my back
You
unloading the
did
dishwasher.
unloading the. Like I said, this sounds to me like a bunch of men that are just trying to get out of chores.
Yeah, that was classic. I loaded the dishwasher and I popped a
and you're like,
disc.
I can't do that.
I'm not gonna be able to do
anymore.
that no more. Taking my life into my own hands. And the wildlife is getting smarter. A video on social media has a black bear opening a garage door. A man can be heard calling the bear from his car, honking his horn as the bear then opened the garage door to find a bunch of 5-gallon buckets of paint, is what it looked like he found in there. But how crazy is that? What a smart bear. I've got a link to that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on this Movie Star Monday. Super excited to visit with our guest today, Mr. John C. McGinley. He's been in some of my favorite movies. Office Space, One of the Bobs, also in other great movies like Point Break, Seven, Platoon, and then people fell in love with you on Scrubs, and now you got another amazing show, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Mr. John C. McGinley, how you doing, sir?
Never better. Great to hear your voice, John.
And like I said, we know you for so many amazing things, but now you get to be a part of the final season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That show's done great. That's got to be a good call to get.
Yeah, look, when something's as delicious as the character that they sent me it's like a fair catch in a football game. The guy's name is Frank O'Sullivan. He's head of the Patrolmen's Union, and as far as I could decipher, it looked like he was Archie Bunker meets Yosemite Sam. Nothing says McGinley like that character description. And it turns out that he's a Billy Joel fanatic. In other words, he lives and breathes all things Billy Joel. He still lives in his mother's basement. and he hosts an NHL podcast called Islanders Talk. And so technically, this character will serve as a comic foil for Andre's character and for Andy's character for the whole season.
You do such a good job of picking amazing characters to portray. One of the Bobs from the Office Space movie. Again, I love your character on Scrubs. And a lot of them are very funny, but then you look at way back in the beginning, Platoon.
Yeah, it was a long journey on Platoon. I got cast in it 2 years before it started, and then the whole thing collapsed because of financing, and it was supposed to go in Mexico, and then that fell apart. And then 2 years later, Oliver called and said, "Do you want to play the fourth lead?" And I was doing Hamlet at the New York Shakespeare Festival, and I had to go and ask permission to be able to leave. And as soon as I did, we were headed to the Philippines. As soon as I left Hamlet, there was a revolution in the Philippines, so we were postponed for another 6 months. And so it was a long journey on Platoon.
And again, you just make the character come to life no matter who you're playing. But I got to go back to one of the Bobs again on Office Space. We just watched that movie again like a month ago, and still, all these years later, still hilarious movie.
Yeah, because Gary is so magnificent in it, and that ensemble is just so airtight. Dave Herman is in it. Jennifer's great in it. She completely leaves herself alone. She's genius in it. Mike is great as the head of that restaurant. I love that movie. I love it. It holds up great.
And then back to television, you were on the TV show Scrubs for all of those years, and you had such an amazing character there. Once again, just picked a great character. Now you get to be on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and you're kind of joining towards the end. But with Scrubs, you were there from the very beginning on that show, right?
I sure was. 9 years.
And now you get to help them wrap up the series, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. What an honor it is to get a call and say, hey, we need John for the final season.
It was an honor. And that's a well-oiled machine. And to join that ensemble of everybody playing at such a heightened level was a gift. It was an absolute gift.
So you've had a chance to do a bunch of amazing movies and a bunch of amazing television shows. And when you're doing a movie, usually it's like a one and done. But when you sign on to be a character on a TV show like on Scrubs for 9 seasons, do you have a preference of one of those over the other?
My favorite is that with Scrubs, I got to be the same character and stay here in Los Angeles and be near my family. And so and same with Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It was shot right over in Culver City by Burbank. And so that's the gift of, if you're lucky enough to get a TV show that shoots in Los Angeles, which is where our home is, then you get to be here instead of, picking up and going away for 3 or 4 months, which is hard. It's really hard. And so that's my preference. If you get a film or a TV show here in Los Angeles, that's my preference.
So the final season right now of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and your character's a new character that's coming along at the very tail end. Is it a character that people are going to love or love to hate?
No. I'm telling you, this is Archie Bunker meets Yosemite Sam. That's the best I got for you.
I absolutely love that description, and I'm super excited to see it. John, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it.
Right on, John. All the best.
Again, our guest today has been John C. McGinley, also known now as Mr. Frank O'Sullivan from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. The final season is out right now on NBC TV, and you can find all the previous seasons on the Peacock app. All of the information in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Gold never erodes.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's kind of a cool thing. That is why they like to use gold in computers and stuff, because they don't have to worry about like corrosion and whatnot.
Right.
So copper is pretty good, but copper can corrode a little bit, but gold never erodes.
Well, that's good to know.
That is why it is a precious metal. It's just precious.
It is precious.
It is. That is today's fun fact. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, RadioTravelGroup.com presents a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline Belgium. A Belgian teacher was caught speeding after driving less than a mile with his new license. The teen's father...
Less than a mile?
Yeah. The teen's father had to drive him to the police station to retrieve his revoked license.
Well, how do you speed going less than a mile? How do you even get up that fast?
Oh, you can speed right out of a parking space.
Huh.
Yeah. So he left the driver's license.
That was done intentionally.
No. Well, sure
yeah.
he did, but I don't think he intentionally got caught.
No, he didn't intentionally get caught.
There you go. So that's a bad plan. Don't do that. It is not a smart thing. But that is a news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. What a weird story. A man faces charges of animal cruelty and burglary after throwing rocks at and physically abusing horses. Why? It doesn't make any sense. They went to an undisclosed location. This is in Phoenix, Arizona. There was a report of animal cruelty. A 911 caller said they've got surveillance video recording two people throwing large rocks at horses. Court paperwork revealed a woman's husband thought the horses were simply acting up, but after looking at the video, they found two people, 20-year-old Lawrence Weinert and a teen boy whose name is not being released because he's under the age, taunting, punching, and throwing large rocks at their horses. So, because of the poor quality of the video, deputies were able to identify the suspects because they had a social media campaign. So, I don't know what that means. Deputies say multiple tips led them to the two. Anyway.
Maybe they were posting these on their own social media, and then other people called in and said, hey.
No, I think what happened is they posted online, and somebody said, oh, I know who that is. Anyway, 1 count of third-degree burglary, 2 counts of animal cruelty. What a weird story. It's today's weird news, brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh, brought to you by BetterResultsAdvertising.com. A woman has been arrested after investigators say she threw multiple Molotov cocktails at a house. 36-year-old Angela Anna Rose Pratt was arrested after surveillance video showed her. That is a lot of names. That's why she's angry. All these names. Showed her purchasing a glass jar that was used in the incident. 8:30 in the morning is when the police were called. The victim told police 3 different Molotov cocktails were thrown at his home and cars. 2 of the victim's cars were damaged by bombs, these Molotov cocktails. About $8,000 worth of damage done to an SUV that was sitting outside of the home. Deputies say they found a burned glass jar used to start the fire in the backyard. Price tag on the bottom from a local dollar store. That's when they went there and they got the surveillance video and they found out this is who did it right here.
Does it say why?
She was arrested, admitted to starting all 3 fires, 2 counts of arson. It doesn't say why, so I don't know if that's an X,
right?
Or who knows why. I mean, is there any reason that it's a good idea?
No, I don't know. I haven't heard the reason.
Every reason is a bad idea. That's why it is today's moment of duh.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Is It a Golf Course or Is It a Rehab Center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. Heidi, are you ready for this one?
I'm ready.
Beach House, Juno
Ooh.
Beach, Florida.
I'm going to say
Beach
that's a
House.
rehab center.
And the answer is Rehab Center. Good
That
job,
one was easy.
Heidi. Although Beach House would be kind of a fun golf place too,
can't-
but it just doesn't sound like a
no,
golf
it doesn't sound.
course.
No, it doesn't because
Doesn't sound
there's
like a rehab
house.
center either, really. But that's usually sounds like the kind of place you'd go where you'd find out you need a rehab center. But, I bet it's probably a fun place. That is how we play. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center? Brought to you by timeforrehab.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. And I think it's really cool when people do this. Thousands of bikers drive to the home of a 6-year-old kid who was diagnosed with cancer.
Oh.
So it says here, thousands of bikers show up in Germany about right after they found out this little kid was diagnosed with cancer. And they found out that Killian, this little boy, loves motorcycles. His family posted online asking anybody that can, please ride past the home to cheer him up. They were expecting, 30 bikes, Guess how many showed up?
Oh.
Over 15,000.
Oh, that's so.
Yeah.
Man, nothing breaks my heart more than hearing that a kid's struggling with something like that. That's awful.
Now I'm a little concerned here because I'm looking up here. It says 15,000. Here it says 20,000. Up here it says thousands of bikes. So I don't know what the actual answer is. So over here it says over 20,000 bikers. So I don't know what the number is. You can see a video though. Countless bikers gave a special purpose to a young person. Killian's reaction is in the video, and you can see that if you want to check it out. There's a photo of this little guy, and there's a photo of him now as he's going through cancer, and he's got his head shaved. And there's another photo of him back before that happened where he's sitting on a motorcycle, like a small one that's his size. So 6-year-old kid going through something that's really, really tough that most of us are absolutely blessed that we never have to deal with ever, ever, ever. So I think it's really cool that when people found out that, hey, this kid's dealing with this, they decided, I'm going to take some of my time. I'm going to drive by this kid, where this kid is. I don't know if it's a house or the hospital.
Right.
But I'm going to drive by, rev my motor a little bit and let the kid know that we're here.
Oh, that's
we
just
support him.
heartbreaking.
Isn't it
It's
cool?
very, very cool that people came together for him.
Again,
yeah.
whether it's 15,000, 20,000, whatever the number is, a lot of people that stepped up. Really, really cool. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great Monday. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show.